Let's get on to another quarterback, though, who has probably had the biggest win of his career in Drake Maye. Drake Maye, maybe. Do you see what I did there? Maye'B.
Maybe.
The future.
It's almost like you've been doing this for a while.
I know. Tell me about it. In fact, he's not even maybe the future. He is the future. This win. I mean, I watched on the way home. I love Rich Eisen and Chris Brockman's overreaction. I watch it every week. I love it. I think it's great. I even spoke to Chris about it at the Super Bowl about how good a show it is and who's the brainchild of it and everything like that. And one of them today was this is the biggest win for the Patriots in the post Brady era. And I think you have to say it is. I think they obviously got to the playoffs with Mac Jones, but I think Drake Maye. I was very high on them all off season, saying that I thought this was a playoff team. I could even go as far to say now, looking at their schedule and the fact that wasn't it at the Bills as well?
Yeah,
they could win the division.
Interesting, right? So
look at their schedule. Look at their schedule.
Yeah. No. I'm kind of with you, but not quite. I kind of get what you're saying. I understand it. I have a slightly different angle.
Okay.
There will be a article coming out tomorrow at freebets.com. You always love it when I do a selfless plug. And it's a news article. I do it every week, and I have to come up with a story from the weekend's games. And I kind of went, well, I can't do the Vikings Browns. So, so I went for the Patriots because that's a massive win when you think about that, to go away to Buffalo. And they've done, Buffalo have been great for years, and the Patriots have done nothing really since Brady went, but certainly since Brady and Belichick went, they've done nothing. And I was sort of looking at it and just kind of having a look, and I get where you're coming from. The schedule is shockingly easy. Now they have got the remaining strength of schedule is the easiest by a long, long way.
To interrupt you, they are at the Saints, at the Titans, hosting the Browns, hosting the Falcons, at Tampa Bay. That's a test.
Yeah.
Against hosting the New York Jets, at Cincinnati, at the Giants, bye week 14.
Yeah.
They are then hosting the Bills, at Baltimore, at the Jets, and then hosting the Dolphins to close out the season.
Hosting the Bills and going away to the Ravens, because I think the Ravens will be fit then. In theory, they should. I mean, Lamar will be back for certain, so in theory, they should be better. They will be tough games for them. And as you say, the Buccaneers, going away to the Buccaneers will be a tough game. The rest of them are all 50-50s or winnable games. Like, they should get past most of them. They should beat the Saints. They should beat the Titans. They should beat the Browns. Falcons, I think, is a 50-50. Jets, they should beat. Bengals, they should beat. Giants, I think that's a bit of a 50-50 if you expect Jackson Dart to get a bit better.
They do have a history of coming back against the Falcons, to be fair.
Yeah, that is true. The Jets, again, should win that. Dolphins should win that. There's a lot of teams that they win. So here's my angle with it. And it is kind of a bit of a betting angle, but go with it. I know what you're saying about them. The Bills also have a tougher schedule. They've got to still play the Eagles, the Buccaneers, Steelers, and Chiefs, as well as going away to the Patriots. So they have got tougher games. However, the Bills, I think, are just one of them teams they can just turn it on and they can go on a run and get loads of wins. So you might end up losing out there. What I quite liked was for them to make the divisional round. I think that's very doable for the Patriots now, because I agree with you. When you look at the schedule and you go through it all and you sort of think, okay, we'll take away the Buccaneers game, take away the Ravens game, take away the Bills game. Well, if they win everything else, it's 12-5. Now, even if the Bills go higher and win more, 12-5 is what?
That's taking you through.
5th seed?
Yeah.
Probably. You're going up against the best team or the winning team of the division from the worst record. So you're probably playing, I don't know who on the AFC. The way it is at the moment,
Texans, maybe.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, because the Colts. So maybe not. But you could be playing the Steelers.
Could play in the Chiefs or Chargers.
Could be playing,
or maybe
Denver.
If you want to put them into the mix for the West.
There's a few different ones, but in a bit of a 50-50 game, you've got a chance of getting to that divisional game. And I'm not going to say that you're miles off of it, because I do actually think they've got a good chance. They do have a chance of winning it. The Bills obviously are 4-1 at the moment, and the Patriots 3-2. But when you look at that schedule, you sort of think to yourself, on paper, you wouldn't be surprised if they won it.
I just don't think it's on paper. I think they are progressing in the right way. Yes, they need more talent at the wide receiver position. Definitely. Yeah. Still time to do that. Definitely still time to do that. Obviously, the biggest rumor going is that AJ Brown should be traded there, which feels a bit more likely after their loss to the Broncos, admittedly. But he's it's developing, and he's easily the best quarterback they've had since Brady. Easily.
Oh, yeah.
Easily. He's better than Cam Newton. He's better than Mac Jones. He's better than whoever else they've had. He's easily head and shoulders above that. It's just for him about developing. And for Mike Vrabel to also be alongside that. They will do that. I have zero chance in my brain that he doesn't get a cleaner game, better game. I mean, that one where he got tackled and he flicked it out. I mean, some quarterbacks would do that, and it's a complete hospital pass for just gets shut down. But he has that wherewithal, and it's just about molding his game and developing him and adding some pieces. He's got the physique, he's got the IQ, he's got the guts. I think he's got that Baker Mayfield thing. I think he's got that aggression. I think he's got that standing. I will take the hit sort of thing. Sort of a little bit like his counterpart in the Bills. Really, he has got something special. And I think it's been a while that we've had a quarterback come out of college where 2-3 games in, you go, no, he's got it. He's got it. We're still wondering about it with Caleb. We're still wondering about it with Bryce Young. We're still wondering about it with Kyler Murray. He's got it. And I think that it factor and the way he's developing and that schedule, which is like you said, 12 wins, that's a fantastic record. Now it's going to take some luck, and their defense I think does need to keep improving, and I think it will keep improving. But the most important thing for them is to keep them in games. Drake Maye does that every game, it feels like, for me.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think, as you say, he has that sort of build and strength about him, and and the sort of willingness to get hit and carry on and just keep going. I think that's what's really important that a lot of people don't see. He's also got the rushing ability. That's another thing that was incredibly underrated. I remember when me and Andrew were going through the draft and we were talking about the 24 quarterback class, and you see Caleb Williams running around like anything at college, and Jaden Daniels obviously has that rushing ability. Drake Maye, he never it wasn't anything that kind of really got flagged up much, but it was like you could see that he had that in him, and there were times when he did. He's rushed in 2 touchdowns this season already, so he's not going to be the most. He's not going to be Jaden Daniels. He's not going to be Jalen Hurts when it comes to the rushing. He won't be like that, but he will be like Josh Allen with the rushing, and he will be like, to a certain extent, Baker Mayfield with the rushing. He has that ability.
He'll tuck and go. He'll tuck and go.
So if he needs to, and actually, what was really nice to see, and I know this is a different thing, but with the Chargers, Justin Herbert rushing more. That's something that he never did, but he and because they've got that frame and that strength behind them, they can do that and get away with it, and it's not a problem. So yeah, it's really nice that he's got that. So he's literally got every attribute that is needed in order to be able to do this. He also has the highest pass completion percentage rate so far this season. And that's huge as well, because it basically means not only is he accurate, but he's making sure that he's not putting the ball in danger. And that's the really important thing with him. And I think, you're right that it's something that we sort of flagged up at the beginning of the season, with Mike Vrabel coming in there, easily one of the best candidates for Coach of the Year, because of just the sheer difference between last year and how well they could potentially do. And I think that you're kind of seeing that with Drake Maye as well. It's just the development from him, and it's just some quarterbacks have got it from day one, and you can see, and some they just need time. And in fairness to Maye, from day one, and when he was at UNC, he was really, really good. And you could see that he had the potential to really do something. And I think that now you've got someone like Vrabel there, who is going to fight for him for all the time, constantly push him, and is going to love everything he's doing. I think you're going to see just a really good quarterback develop. And it's so annoying that the Patriots have sodding gone and got another one. And I know I'm a Packers fan, so I can't really complain. But it's like, it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
We needed a few more years of mediocrity from them before this, because they genuinely could be playoff contenders here and could sort of like push on. And that's annoying to me, because, they've had more than enough success.
Well, more success, I think, is going to be coming